All right, thank you, Chad. It is day 2 on our brand new set, and the designer Lisa Thomas joins us again. Now, Lisa's the owner of The Art of Creating. It's a brand that celebrates collective creativity, and Lisa's going to tell us more about all of her stores. Lisa, you guys have something for everyone, but first, I want to show a really cool video. You put all this set together over the weekend, and we have a time lapse to show of this, how fast it was. And just really briefly, your inspiration again was to make things comfortable here on Low Country Live, right?
Exactly. I consider myself merely a conduit to take your ideas and bring them alive.
And look at that. I mean, you guys literally in 2 days put all the wood paneling up, got everything in, and a lot of the stuff that we're seeing, we're going to talk about your events, but we went to your warehouse. You have the company O Events, and it's where people can go and rent stuff. You do weddings, you do parties, and that's where we got all this furniture. So tell me more about O Events.
O Events is really a place where we have a design in a showroom, but people can come and pick out as much or as little as they want to transform their next party into something that they dream of.
And this, again, how big is this warehouse?
It's 25,000 square feet, and that doesn't include everything out back as well.
And when we walked through the other week, I mean, it's overwhelming. Like anything you can imagine. Look at that table setting you guys have, and you can make it happen.
Yeah, we really try to combine elements that we might make, find treasures. I've been going to auctions since I was 5, and with new treasures that we find at trade shows as well.
Yeah, and you have such impeccable taste. You saw the warehouse, but you also have Out of Hand, and that's your shop, which is in Old Village in Mount Pleasant. Tell me more about Out of Hand.
Out of Hand started 20 years ago in Beaufort, South Carolina, 600 square feet. And now it's a combination of women's clothing, accessories, shoes, all little acumen.
And what we were saying, I mean, you literally, it's not just Out of Hand, but it's several shops that are in there. You literally could get lost. You said people bring their girlfriends and just have like the whole experience. You could be in there for hours.
Exactly. And that's truly what I love about the location, is that people can really come and forget themselves and enjoy each other and the space and fellow employees. It's just great energy, and to me that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and we're gonna go to the store tomorrow so everybody can actually see where it is. But when I was in there, one of my favorite spaces, there's Out of Hand, but then there's South, which is just a little room right when you walk in, and this is all Southern artisans, correct?
Yes, and largely that's how my store started, was little crafts people that I found and treasured, and trying to work with them to really start their businesses. And South really primarily focuses on everything made south of the Mason-Dixon.
And again, you can go in there and find anything and everything, and it's a great spot for gifts because everything's so unique, handcrafted, like you said. Then you move beyond South and you have Oh Beautiful. Tell me more about that.
That is the only all organic beauty store in all of Charleston.
Wow.
So for me, everything is about balance in life, and I love that organic beauty. We're really conscious about what we put on our skin. It's our largest organ, and 60% of what we put on our skin absorbs directly into our system. So you can look beautiful and be healthy at the same time.
So men, are you listening with Mother's Day coming up? So after you do the Oh Beautiful, then you guys have Out of the Garden, which is a great place, I think, for gifts. For Mother's Day, we were just talking teacher gifts.
Out of the Garden, that was one of the first things beyond Out of Hand that I started, because I've always loved floral. It was a big favorite of my mother and grandmother, so they were heavily involved in the early days of that.
And that brings us to our set right here. This is from Out of the Garden.
Yes, those girls are so talented.
I know, and each week you guys are going to bring us fresh flowers, which we're so grateful for. And tomorrow we're going to actually go on location to the store, so we look forward to that. And thank you,
I'll see you
for
there.
joining us on Low Country Live. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Coming up right now, though, Chef Lori is in our kitchen magic of the Low Country Kitchen, and she is whipping up some yummy eats for Mother's Day. You're not going to want to miss it. Oh yeah, coming up next.